What's going on, guys? Stepping here with you, S&E's Garage. I went today to check my oil catch can after driving roughly 3,500 miles without checking it, and I was stunned by what this thing caught. So stunned, in fact, that I thought, I have made 2 videos on catch cans before, but I think this is well worth the third, especially if you own a Toyota product with the 2GR FKS. This thing caught a ton of oil, and I just kind of want to show you guys how much it caught and why you should run one. So if you've watched my other videos on this catch can, you know that I'm running a Mishimoto Mini, so the compact baffled can, and you'll see in my other videos that I have shown that it does catch some oil. But I am actually absolutely astonished by how much it's caught in roughly 3,500 miles. To be exact, I did the math real quick on my phone. I have driven 3,352 miles since my last oil change, and my last oil change was when I drained this catch can last. So each one of these baby food jars holds exactly 4 ounces of liquid. I went inside and I measured it. Now we're going to go ahead. We're going to open the catch can and we're going to drain it into these baby food dishes, and we're going to see exactly what this catch can caught. Now keep in mind, everything that this catch can captured would have ended up in your intake manifold, caked onto the back of your intake valves, carbonized on top of your pistons and in the combustion chamber. So you're keeping the inside of your engine much cleaner and more efficient by getting this stuff out of the system before it can be reclaimed and reburned. So we're going to go ahead and unscrew this. And I'm going to do this directly in front of you so you can see it. Alright, let me just flip this around so that I can see what I'm doing on the camera. Alright, so here's our baby food jar. Here's the catch can. And you'll see at the bottom of this, there is some gunk and some junk that also got captured. But in just 3,000 miles, we've captured, I'm going to say this is probably about 1.5 ounces, maybe 2 ounces, because this is kind of flared at the bottom, of oil that would have otherwise been sucked back into the engine and reburned and turned into carbon deposits. So the fact that we were able to filter this much stuff out of the system is astonishing. So the main reason that I went ahead and checked this today is because I never really baselined this. I used to just check it sporadically and drain it. I wanted to make sure that I could go a full oil change interval, which for me is 5,000 miles, without this thing overfilling. And I'm relatively sure that I can do that because I was only maybe a little bit more than 1/3 of the way full. So now I know I can, just whenever I change the oil, empty this, be done with it. But I did want to just show you how much this thing actually caught. Because like I said, especially when you have an engine that has some derivative of direct injection, which this has, granted it does have the port injectors to help keep everything clean, just going that extra step, installing a catch can, is huge. Now, like I said, I run the Mishimoto catch can. I do have this exact catch can in my Amazon store. I'm going to put a link to that below. You can check it out. I'll also add some cheaper ones, but keep in mind, you get what you pay for. You definitely want to use a baffled one because the baffles help separate the oil vapor from the air, more or less. So, like I said, if you're driving a Toyota with a V6, the 2GR, the 2GR FKS, or any engine that's direct injected or even multi-port injected, and you want to try to keep that the intake tract clean, this is definitely a great idea. Even especially turbocharged cars, you want to keep that charge air cooler, the intercooler, free of oil so that it's more efficient. Catch can's the way to go. So please like, share, subscribe. See you next time.